You will not always feel like starting over. I cannot lie for you. You will not always feel like starting over. Case in point, I didn't feel like doing this show. Like, honestly, last week I didn't even do it. And I don't think anybody noticed, or maybe a few people noticed, but I just did not feel like doing it. And I had to just struggle and struggle. And then this week I just decided, okay, let me do it. Hi, you're welcome to the Starting Over with Labims show, aka the Soul Show. My name is Labims, Bimbo Olasope, aka Labims. And I'm just here to encourage someone that needs to start over, that you can do it. You can do it, but you will not always feel like doing it, okay? In case you've missed the past editions of the show, I have it saved up on my YouTube channel, Labims TV, Labims TV, together, at the TV together. Please make sure you catch past editions, and of course, subscribe while at it. Don't just watch and go. You have just been watching. You should subscribe. Please, please, please subscribe. Encourage me, motivate me. Okay, so I think I've put up 3 episodes of the Labims show with different topics. One was overcoming the entitlement mentality, starting over despite the fear and shame of admitting failure. And then I've forgotten the other one, but please check on my YouTube channel, Labims TV, okay? And the truth is, you will not always feel like starting over. That is not the topic of today. That was not the topic I planned for today, but I just decided, you know what? Remember, one of my hashtags is keeping it real. And if you follow me on my page, you realize that I do keep it real. I don't gatekeep. I don't hide anything. I don't put on airs or whatever, pretend. I am me. What you see on social media is what you get, honestly. This is just me, my goofy self. And I tell you as it is. When I'm broke, I'll say it. When it's okay, I will show it, like all of that. I just let you know from a real life perspective, just using my own life as a template for other people to kind of follow. Simple as ABC. So, back to the topic. You will not always feel like starting over. You will not always feel like just starting over. Honestly, I kid you not. Why am I one of the best people to talk about? Because I've started over so many times. I've started over spiritually, physically, spiritually, financially, maritally, economically. I've started over in so many areas of my life because life has shown me a lot of curves and turns, hits and all of that. And I've had to stand up again and start over. First of all, from a marriage of 7 years, an abusive marriage, I had to leave that marriage, run away and start over. It's been 16 years now since I left that marriage. Okay. I had to start over with my parenting. I had to start over with my finances. I was in a banking career for almost 10 years. I had to leave all of that and start over. I started over in media. I had to leave that one again and start over. Before the media, I had to do all sorts of odds and ends to make ends meet, to be able to feed my children. But here I am today. Okay. I would like to call myself a success story. And you know why? It's been God. It's just been God. I cannot take glory for it. And that is why I am sharing my life story via the Starting Over with Labims show, so that someone, even if it's just one person, like I always tell people, I said, look, even if it's just one person that gets some kind of encouragement and motivation to start over from this show, my work would have been done. That's one less person that'll be thinking of suicide or be depressed or be unhappy and all of that. Experience, they say, is the best teacher. But it does not necessarily have to be your own experience. Honestly, let me say that again for those at the back. Experience, they say, is the best teacher, but it does not have to be your own experience. You can learn through other people's experiences so that you don't go through those bad experiences. The good experiences, fine, but the bad ones, you don't have to go through the bad ones. Just learn through other people's own, and then it can help you, give you like a kind of blueprint, which is what I'm trying to do with the Soul Show, a kind of roadmap for you to follow. I'm not an expert in anything. Yes, I'm a certified life coach. I've been certified for how many years now? It's been to almost 10 years now that I've been certified. But like I tell everybody, my journey into life coach certification, which was with, at the OLCA Academy years ago, wasn't because I wanted to practice as a life coach. It was because I wanted to heal myself. I went through the bitterness stage, the stage where I lost myself, the stage where I didn't even know what I was doing, the stage where I was just following the motion, the stage where I was confused, unhappy and all of that. And the life coaching certification was just to help me heal myself. And that also helped me understand myself better. So I'm just telling all of these things because some people like, is she certified? Is she this? Is she that? So I'm using my own personal life experiences backed up with the fact that I am a certified life coach. And of course, I just want to encourage you, yes, you, to be able to start over if you have to. If life has hit you, if you've gone through turbulence in life and you just don't know what to do, You need to start over. Yeah, you will not always feel like starting over. I did not feel like starting over. When I left my marriage in 2009, then a few months after, I left my marriage 2009, October, then a few months later, March 8th, Women's Day, I can never forget, 2010, I left my banking career. So you can imagine, I just left the marriage and I left what I knew, my comfort zone. I didn't feel like starting over. In fact, I thought I was going to get a job, continuing the banking line. And I looked for a job and I did not find it. And that was when reality hit me that, girl, you're starting over from scratch. I'd reached a senior position in the bank at that time, and I just felt, oh, okay, automatically I'll get another, okay, maybe a few steps, maybe 1 or 2 steps down is not bad. But I did not get it. I had to start over from scratch. There's so many, in fact, I went through so much. Do you know I actually applied to be a bus conductor on the BRT bus? Because yes, at that time when I needed to start over, when reality had hit me that, girl, you're not going to get another banking job. And I needed something ASAP to be able to, feed my children because it was getting really horrible. And my dad wasn't supporting me at that time and all. So I was like, God, I need something, even if it's just something I'll just give, even if it's just 50K every month or something. And I just saw this vacancy. Then I used to, what newspaper was it? I can't remember now, but there's this newspaper that, Guardian newspaper, I think Tuesdays, I can't remember the date, but that was when vacancies were already, so I was always monitoring, and I saw this vacancy and I went for it. It was in a Lagos, Alausa or something, I can't remember the area again, and the lady looked at my CV and she said, Bimbo, I can't employ. I said, why? I was like, well, no, she said, you are of number one, aside from that you're overqualified for this role, do you know what this role is? I was like, I didn't, and she told me, she said, look, that they're going to start, I think the BRT had started there, but they now wanted to let it automate it so that you'll be able to pay, get your tickets, and all of that. I can't remember again, but that was what it was. So she said she can't give me the job. I went home, I cried because I was so sad, because I was like, no, God, I need something. But I had to pick myself up. I did not feel like, I was coming from grace. Like, I bought a tier rubber car, a brand new car in 2005, December. Like, I literally went to Honda place, paid cash, and tore the nylon from the car, and I drove that car. I ended up driving that car for 14 years. Was it 15 years? Yeah, COVID year, I think that was when I sold the car. Since 2005. So I had money at that time. You can understand. Do you understand? But from there, I went to zero, like pinching pennies. That was when I knew how to cook for my Nigerian people. Then I'll be able to buy, then things were even good, not like now that everything is horrible now, but then I'll buy that eja kika. I think it used to be maybe 3 for 20 naira or 15 naira, I can't remember. Then okra was so cheap. So I'll buy dry pepper. Then I don't know if you know, there's this thing called the line. It's like, I don't even know if it's 1/4 of a liter of palm oil. It used to be in this very tiny bottle. That was what I used to cook to feed myself and my children. At that time, I cried. I lost hope. I thought of suicide. I thought of all sorts. I was depressed. I was miserable. I wasn't taking care of myself. I was just lost. But I needed to start over. And I did start over and over again. I started over in so many things. So you might even have started over. And then you're finding out that you're even failing in where you're starting over again. See, you have to still start over again. I'm telling you, I can't count how many times I've started over. I always say this, that I'm a queen of start overs, but I don't know if that's a good thing. I cannot count how many times I've had to start over. And that's why I tell people, you see me now, I'm dancing, oh, she's in the UK, if you know my story, you just be like, if you'll be happy for me. You will be the one that'll be saying, I went to Morocco with my, it's last month now, yeah, April, for 5 days with my secondary school mates. We did a 30-year reunion since we left secondary school and all of that. Federal Government Girls College, Shagamu, 95 set. And honestly, the fact that I could go for that trip, even though I use credit card, but the fact that I could go for that trip was a big deal to me. Like, I had to just be like, God, even till tomorrow, I'm still grateful to God. And guess what? So many people, those that know my story, some of them that know my story from way back, were sending me messages. I was getting so many DMs. Oh, Bimba, I'm so happy for you. Oh God, I'm so happy you took this trip. And my children especially, God, I don't want to play the audio that they sent to me, because this is private. They were like, Mommy, we're so happy for you. Like, we're so happy. In fact, they were the ones that were like, Mommy, you have to go for this trip, whether I like it or, because I already said, I can't. Where? Which money? the debts are still high because being in the UK, I am still paying debts for the visas, switching visas over and over. It is expensive. So I'm still paying. And I actually started over with entry-level job. That's minimum wage in the UK. So go and ask those that live in the UK or that know about it. If you know how much I'm earning, you'll be amazed as to how are you even doing this? But the God factor. So what am I trying to say? My children were like, look, mommy, we are so happy. Then after that, I went for a party. I went to visit someone. Like the month of April, I just said, look, you know what? I'm just going to enjoy myself. Because I deserve it. I've gone through hell and high water. I'm not joking. But like I said, I made a post a couple of days ago. I said, look, suffering is not an achievement. Because me telling you, oh, I've gone through this, I ate food from the road, I didn't have money. It's not an achievement, but it's just part of the journey in starting over. And that is what I'm coming to tell you today. You will not always feel like starting over. But then you have to pick yourself up and try again. If at first you don't succeed, pick yourself up and try again. Try again. I didn't feel like and that's why I was very, very open about this. I didn't feel like doing this video. Last week, I didn't even do it. But like I said, maybe some people, nobody noticed. And that is it. If you are thinking, hey, what will people say? They are not even thinking about you. How about that? They're thinking, hey, God, I'm ashamed. Hey. They will say that I'm doing this. Do you know what? I sold bleaching cream. I sold hair. I sold jewelry. I sold liquid soap. What did I not sell? Who was looking at me? Tell me, who was looking at me? The same people that you think are looking at you, self. When everything is rosy, they will still be the ones that will still come again and be hailing you. So why are you bothering yourself? Did you notice I did not do the show last week? Okay, in case you even noticed. Did the world end? Did people die because I did not do the show? That is the same thing. Your marriage, you've gone through a bad marriage, or you've gone through a bad relationship, or your job, your career, you have to start from scratch. Different things could have happened. But guess what? It's not you that people are looking at. Even if they talk about your story now, guess what? Tomorrow, another story will hit the waves again that they'll be carrying up and down. Maybe now it's VDM. Last week was what? I can't remember. 2 weeks ago was JP 2025 wedding. After that was different people, different things. God, I'm tired. Different things will be happening. So stop thinking, oh, I don't want to start again because of what people will say. I don't want to start again because they'll be thinking I'm a failure. Oh, I've married 2 times. I've married 3 times. Oh, I've changed. Do you know how many times I've changed career? I became a certified PMP for those that are in project management in 2000. What was that year now? It's been how many years now? I think it was 2011. I got certified as a project management professional. This is a certification that so many people will kill to have. What did I do with it? Okay, maybe I trained a couple of people to pass their exams, but I never actually, if I've been working since that time with that certification, I won't be doing entry level now in UK, to be honest. And I never even recertify because you're supposed to recertify. So more or less, I lost that certification along the line. Why am I telling you all this? For you to just realize that, look, you might go through some issues, but you have to start over. If you have to start over with your head held up high. They always say there's dignity in labor. If you need to stoop to conquer. You will still conquer anyway. And at the end of the day, the people that you are thinking are going to insult you or laugh at you, they're not paying your bills. Are they paying your bills? They're not paying your bills. So why are you bothered? Why do you care? So with these few words of mine, oh God, I don't want this to be long at all. It's almost 15 minutes. But with these few words of mine, I hope I'm able to convince you and not confuse you that you will not always feel like starting over, but you need to talk to yourself, and that is why I'm here, showing up. Okay, it's okay, I didn't show up last week. I didn't die. The world didn't die. But then go through that moment, start over again, pick yourself up, start over again, and then show up for yourself and for your dependents if you have any. With these few words of mine, I'll be able to convince you and not confuse you that you will not always feel like starting over. But if you do have to start over, then start over with grace, start over with God. And of course, watch my videos. It will help you. All right, don't forget, I save up all of these videos on my YouTube channel, Labims TV, Labims, letter TV. Please subscribe, please watch, please share. And my prayer is that God will work everything together for your good. Till I come your way on the next edition, if I feel like. Okay, now I will feel like. My name remains Bimbo Olasokwe. From me right here is bye. Stay safe.